Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan, and there goes Bitcoin again, taking the market up with it. The entire global market cap is 10% up. It is sitting at 1.68 trillion, and the volume has a very significant increase, 25%. In the top 100, we have Telcoin, Phantom, Thorchain, Theta, The Graft, and Quant, again, up double digits. And so we see that, yeah, this is quite interesting what's going on with the tweets. I don't know. I'm trying to make sense of it. Really? Is it really a tweet by Elon Musk that is moving the market? I'm not totally convinced on that, but I am going to still observe and try to figure it out. Not that we always need to know the answer, because many times we don't know the answer, we'll never know the answer, but something just is fishy to me. All right. In this video, we're going to talk about MoneyGram and the SEC deposition. We're going to talk about ODL. Yeah, that uses the digital asset XRP. That is one of the use cases that is being defined for the company Ripple. And I'm going to show you who is providing liquidity. Liquidity is so important for the overall vision to be realized. And then we're going to talk about tax. If you are getting the flare drop, you're in the United States, I think you're going to be wanting to know about what a tax expert has said. And also Quant. Well, version 2.0 went out, and that provided the interoperability with XRP, and the launch is imminent. And that is probably why you see some movement in Quant happening over the past 7 days. Yeah, up 32%. All right, so let's just jump over here first. We're going to talk about the recent SEC deposition with MoneyGram and the CFO, who spoke in great detail about how successful and unsuccessful it was to participate with on-demand liquidity. I think for those who have been following XRP closely, it shouldn't have been a surprise, because liquidity in many places around the globe is just beginning to build out. And here is an example in a job post for an institutional markets director. It's a position to help execute XRP liquidity growth in the Asia Pacific region. So we need these high liquidity corridors so that you can easily buy and sell. That's what that liquidity means. And that needs to be able to happen on the fly at any time with large amounts, so that you can realistically use the digital asset XRP in the on-demand liquidity solution. If the liquidity is poor, well, then you have difficulty buying in and selling. And so it kind of presents itself as a log jam, okay? And in this posting, it says specifically that Ripple's vision is an internet of value requires digital asset efficiency and a healthy crypto market and robust liquidity. It's the core component of making that vision a reality. So what I asked everyone on Twitter was, what makes a vision a reality? And I was asking for serious answers only. I got a lot of great adjectives like unyielding, unrelenting, persistence, determination, time. Here we have Panda Ripple XRP, as this post is in Singapore. I believe it takes unwavering commitment to communicate with MAS. MAS is the Monetary Authority of Singapore, and to take time building users' confidence in XRP. That's important. The education part is so important to gain that confidence and to ensure a stable environment to transact safely. I think that's a really well thought out answer. We have Slim at Uptown's Got Its Hustlers. Uptown's got its hustlers. I love it. Lots and lots of working with regulators and companies, banks, to convince them of the benefits. Good old-fashioned hard work in earnest. And sprinkle in a little luck. Yep, And this one here by Jekyll, make others see into your vision. And so, for example, mass adoption, onboarding, reality is always a vision and a dream that comes true through hard work. The Internet of Value is such a powerful concept for the future and will move the economy to new chains of value-added services. Post needs of Internet of Value evangelists. So this is, I just love the answers that came here. Just so many good ones. And I really appreciate everybody putting through their thoughts, because it was a serious question. And it's not that I am questioning the vision at all. No, that's quite the opposite, actually, because I know that a vision is something that, should you stay on track and commit the time and the energy, it usually can be realized. All challenges are relative, right? Here we have 1,000 Bones XRP. He's one of the original XRP zookeepers. He proposed to someone last Wednesday, and somebody said that his relationship was already on the rocks. I know it's a joke, but what I told him is that, no, I think your love is very deep, because the Grand Canyon is 1,829 meters deep, or 6,000 feet down, all the way down to the Colorado River. So when you're thinking about visions and when that will become a reality, I think it's all based on how you frame the journey. And so we are on a journey with XRP, that is for sure. And I've been updating this audience in the efforts of the cryptocurrency projects across the board, but really taking a serious focus on XRP, because as long as they keep trying to prove this use case, and they keep trying to secure the utility, and yes, they are trying to change the world. You see here the vice president of Ripple, Emi Yoshikawa. She's going to do a live demonstration. That's part of the education process, and getting the entire world to look at how the cryptocurrencies with remittances can really change the world. On June 15th, she is going to do this Zoom event, and it's called Insider's View of Crypto Assets. She'll do a live demonstration of a remittance and show how it settles. I'm sure it's going to settle in, 3 to 5 seconds. I did pay so that I can attend this event. I'm not a member of the Japan Society of Northern California, so I put up a little bit of money so that I could get in. I have to get up quite early to watch, but if everything goes like it should, I will be able to report back to you on how it went. And now, sticking still with on-demand liquidity, I think if you own the digital asset XRP, or if you're thinking about it, this next portion of the video is so important. dLocal. These are the two founders of dLocal. They are a company that just went public. They took the company public on the NASDAQ on June 3rd. Stock is up 50+% from the day that it went public, trading at about $31 right now in USD. It's valued as a company at $12 billion. And they've been a longtime partner of Ripple all the way back to at least 2017. Now, Sergio, who is on the right, he also currently owns AstroPay. AstroPay has 2 million users and 500 merchants. And this company is really going under the radar, okay? They're big in Latin America. They've gone into Africa, and they've gone beyond to many, many countries. But let me just show you something here. They have carved out the gaming and esports industry. There are 2.7 billion gamers in this world, and they pay out, this company, AstroPay, they pay out in local currencies, in US dollars, and yes, cryptocurrencies. Now, hang on here because I'm not finished. What you see here is Lathan. He streamed today. I told you to keep an eye on him because he's been capturing on-demand liquidity data just for 2 weeks. And who is showing up big time in his queries? AstroPay. So don't forget to follow him at Short the FOMO on Twitter. And let me just show you who is bringing liquidity to this market with XRP. I'm telling you, this is really exciting. This is one of those developments that are uncovered by people in the community that show me that the liquidity is building. This isn't just a vision that is a bunch of hot air. It's not. It's just, it takes a lot of work. So here, I know it's small, but all of this is a query of transactions starting with as many as 29 for just one particular destination, all the way down. This is all AstroPay, and they're all transactions using XRP. So where's it coming from? Well, Binance, Kraken, of course, we shouldn't be surprised there, but a lot from Japan, Bitflyer, Japan, BitBank, Japan, CoinCheck, Japan, Decurrent, Japan, SBI VC Trade. These are transactions going back and forth. This is ODL. This is ODL. And so the fact that you don't have these like official announcements, we know that there are a lot of Ripple partners that don't necessarily hang their hat on announcements. There's some who do for reasons that probably are self-promoting, but there's a lot of companies that don't need to do it. They just don't need to. They're successful. They're making inroads into these marketplaces. And, you know, the user, you have to remember the user doesn't care what the rails are. They never care. They only are interested in what are my options and how much is it going to cost. That's really basically the bottom line. All right, we are now addressing some FUD that was in the market a lot, like for a long time. And that was a lot of people talking FUD about the Flare Spark airdrop. Well, we have Clinton Donnelly. He finally wrote a blog. I shouldn't say finally. The blog that he wrote is unbelievably detailed and at great length and addresses so many questions. But what we do know is that for the people who are in the United States, they're going to receive the drop. That first 15% will be at a zero TAC implication. So then if you want to go through all his questions here, I think they're just fabulous, and you'll really know that as a taxpayer, what's going to happen with the drops that will follow and how that is taxed, and no, there's no such thing as a double tax. Anyway, I'm going to put a link to it in the description below, and for the Americans that still felt a little unsure, I think it's a great read. And then Quant, the supply has severely dropped. Yes, and the price in the last 7 days is up 32%. This is information that came to me from Olivia also, in addition to Icarus, and it has broke the 125,000 sats on that QNT BTC weekly milestone. It's just great. Quant is hiring like crazy. Oracle and Hyperledger have been heavily promoting them. Oracle especially. Wow, you should, I mean, there's just so much out there from podcasts to tweets. And yep, when Overledger is launching, which is going to happen any day now, probably by the end of this month, the token is locked up for those transactions to occur, and the interoperability with XRP was completed in April, And I still think a lot of people don't know that was something that occurred. It was part of their 2.0 full release. And you can see here that, yeah, on April's release, they launched the full 2.0 Overledger software, which provided the interoperability to Ethereum, XRP, and Bitcoin mainnet. So it will also, it'll be interoperable with the ledger. So this is just fantastic. And again, it's one of the reasons why I love Quant. It is one of those solutions that is so embracing of this entire space and providing the choice and the options for the different solutions out there to be used. It's fantastic. All right, we are jumping to the fluff, and it is, well, a picture that I saw today on my Twitter feed. I follow a gal who's living here in Tokyo. She lives out on the west side in Koenji, I believe it is, and she's kind of far west Tokyo. But I think she was in Kyoto because she uploaded a bunch of beautiful photographs from the Myoshinji temple, and this is a typical June picture with all the moss and the incredible green because this is the rainy season. So I just loved it, and I wanted to share it with you. And then I thought, I'm just going to tell you all about her because she is the queen of fluff. I mean, literally, she is the queen of fluff. Her name is Riki Okanda. She is from Chicago originally. She's lived in Japan since 2002. She married a Japanese gentleman who is a really traditional guy. She completely lives a traditional life, meaning she wears kimono, I think, every day. And she has the most beautiful Instagram. She also keeps a wonderful diary. She also has a Twitter feed, which is so good. She's just 100% focused on all things traditional in Japan. She's a real expert. And every season, we'll have some sort of celebration. This is the boys' season, that Boys' Day celebration that happens in May. And she brought out her I don't want to call them decorations, but they're the seasonal changes for the home decor. Okay, that's the way to say it. Anyway, she's hardcore when it comes to following all the rules of traditional living, and she's a very serious practitioner for tea ceremony. I think she also is a practitioner for dance. She has also a kimono sensei. I mean, she is just, and she's a producer. She produces a lot of content. So she's a busy lady with an incredible amount of passion for the Japanese culture. This is wagashi. It is the traditional sweet that you eat with a green tea, a matcha green tea during the tea ceremony. And then this is the quintessential symbol of summer. This is a kotori buta, which when you put the incense inside that keeps the mosquitoes away, it's a repellent. It's called a kotori senko. And she just, posts these beautiful pictures that capture what is happening on a seasonal basis in this country. And here is her post for June. Lots of things. This is the month where traditionally Japanese throw away all their old things and they buy new ones. And she talks about what is in season in regards to food. That is so important. So when you do come to Japan, you most definitely want to know what is in season, because sometimes the ingredients are so rare and so precious, you just don't want to miss it. The one that she points out here is junsai. Junsai is one of those water vegetables that Kyoto has really embraced. That is where you'll probably be able to find it served this time of year, but it is still harvested from these traditional 100-year-old method of using boats, these little tiny wooden boats. Let me show you what it looks like when it is harvested. These are some local women harvesting ginseng. I think they are in Akita, I believe, which is way north. I think that's where this photograph is from. But you'll find that I'm just questioning myself. I think it was, but does it really matter? No, because there's lots of places around the country that have this. And there is one person in particular, he's a farmer, and he will take people out and show them how to harvest it. And you'll find that it's served in everything from miso soups to nabe to even on top of ice cream. So it's just so precious, not only because of the way it is harvested, but because the season is so short. So when you do come to Japan, find out what is in season and don't miss finding that. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.